What? We're back. Round the corner. Oh, I couldn't take that noise anymore. I'd rather have the odd intermittent car just going past. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. Sorry. Although, on the other hand, it's extremely windy here. We haven't been here in a long time. Many years since we've been here. Many years. Back in the days. But we are at the runway 23 end, shall we say. And we haven't missed anything, so don't panic. Here we go. It's really windy though, but we'll see if we can hang on there now. Oh, listen to that wind, man. So we're going to need a bit of boost and a bit of a catch-up, but well, we'll be able to see the landings, the conventional landings here. So this will be quite an interesting manoeuvre for us. Doing, ladies and steady bears, welcome to RAF Marham. We're back once more. Hope we're all good and well. Goodness me, yeah, I just couldn't stand. I can't. I'm one of those people that just can't cope with that. I'd rather hear the howling wind, a bit of white noise, but generators, nah. Sorry about that. It's gonna have to be one of those that I'm gonna have to go down and have a look. I haven't been here in a few years, mine. It must be a good at least 2 years, I don't think. Something like that anyway. I don't want to exaggerate or get that wrong, but it's been a long time. So, runway 23 in use. We haven't missed anything, so that's good. So you'll get to see all of the takeoff and you'll get to see a lot of the landing as well. It's quite exciting. Why not? Let's just do it. Maybe, you know, that's how fate works, you know. Yeah, that's how fate works. I may need to just secure the leg on this because I never got a chance to. Ted, there's no way you're wearing your beret after this bit, mate. It's very muddy out here. It is extremely windy. Ted, hang in there, mate. Squadron Leader Ted Coningsby, my name's Nikos. Welcome to your one and only Ted Coningsby channel. And we've gone from one extreme to the other. Right, let me just move my ladder. I'm still in progress of setting up here. Right, sorry, I felt really rude because I obviously I had to make that decision, a snap decision. It's not easy to do that, and I got round. I was trying to set up a new stream. It's not an easy progress. You've got to keep cool, and I just didn't want to look like I was rude. It's the last thing I am, and that's not like me to, you know, be rude, because you know I'm not. But I just wanted to make sure that they knew that I was just trying to set up a bit of touch and go, you know. Oh man, but hey, I think we're all good. I think it's okay. I hope we're all right anyway. But I did do my main checks. It should be good. So hit the light. It is windy. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very windy. So I've gone from one extreme to the other, but never mind. So welcome, look at this, welcome to runway 23. This is what it looks like. There it is. So we're in a safe location, we're away from the, you know, we're not on the approach or anything like that. It's just to our right, which will be quite good. So a very good morning to you. Don't forget to hit the like button. We've got a bit of catching up to do. Mind you, we haven't lost any movements or anything like that. This F-35B that just slightly moved out the way from our view is just doing some troubleshooting at the moment. Welcome to the home of the F-35B. As mentioned earlier today, there are two front-line squadrons, one Royal Air Force and one Royal Navy. We'll start with 809 Immortal Naval Air Squadron. Now, they are the second frontline F-35B of the British Armed Forces. That is correct. 809, part of the Royal Navy, the legends that took part in the Falklands War. And they are here. They arrived here in December 2023, took their first ever sortie on January in 2024. And earlier today I mentioned that a squadron that needs not a lot of introduction, a squadron that was formed in secrecy for the dam raids, and and that was the 617 Dambuster Squadron, formed at Scampton in 1943. Squadron X, as they were known first of all, with Guy Gibson, Wing Commander, chosen to put together a crew and select. Now, there were never any Lancasters here. Bombers included the Wellington, the Sterling, the world's first multi-role fighter, or a fighter bomber, which was the de Havilland Mosquito. But one can't go without mentioning the wonderful, wonderful English electric Canberra, which, if I got this right, would be technically the first ever jet aircraft here. In fact, it was the Royal Air Force's first jet bomber, the English electric Canberra. Friday the 13th of May 1949, Beaumont took the first flight. Now, they were a little bit cautious of the Friday the 13th in 1949, but they said, well, it is a sunny day. That is the there we go. Also, just before that, we did have the Avro Lincoln here, I think, for a little bit, along with Boeing Washingtons, just prior to the English electric Canberra. Again, Marham also had the Valiant and the Victor here. Now played a very different role with their two Squadron 55, 57 Squadron. The era of air-to-air refueling, the Valiant was also converted to take on air-to-air refuel, and it was RAF Marham's Victors that went over to Ascension to assist with the daring, very complex raid of the Black Buck raids in 1982 of the Operation Black Buck, which the first raid was to destroy and disable the runway at Port Stanley in the Falklands. Another legacy aircraft here is indeed the Tornado. Marham's rich history with the Tornado is embedded here. Now, I mentioned earlier on the stream, if you could even hear me, that the weather is going to, well, we are expecting it to deteriorate around about midday, but let's see. So welcome to the show, and welcome back. Sorry about earlier today, I just couldn't, I mean, like, do you remember last time I got absolutely, I mean, if it ain't the rain, it's the jet wash. But welcome, this is RAF Marham's runway 23. A nice little change of scene, to be honest. You might prefer it. I'll tell you what you will like when they come in on approach. Well, one, we're going to get deafened. I may have to get the tedometer out. We are in a safe spot. The approach is about, I don't know, about a fair distance to my right, so we're not underneath the approach. Oh no, sounds like they're taxiing back. This is what we miss. I might be taxiing back with the backtrack actually. Yeah, unfortunately that's taxiing back. So we had a bit more time than we thought we did, right? Oh, never mind. I guess they're not having a good day either, eh? It happens to the best of us, right? So a nice return for us here at runway 23 end, which is it's quite nice. It's a bit nostalgic. So unfortunately not going well for them. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? I mean, Tuesdays is usually a good luck day for Teddy, but oh, never mind. I can still hear one anyway. So let's see what we're going to get for the rest of the day. Oh dear, it's all fun and games here, definitely. So this is the F-35B. This is the Stovall variant. It is a 5th generation and one of the 3 variants of the F-35 range. The A variant at Lakenheath, that is a CTOL aircraft, CTOL, which stands for Conventional Takeoff and Landing. The F-35B is the Stovall variant, STOVL. Stands for Short Takeoff and Vertical Landing. And again, just carrying on from earlier, one of the biggest questions I do get asked, the most common, is can it take off vertically? Well, it could if it wanted to, but it's classed as a Stovall aircraft, a short takeoff and vertical landing, due to the £15,000 of payload on the F-35B, because they have just gone and stuck a 1.2 ton of Rolls-Royce in there to connect together with the Pratt & Whitney's F-135 PW600 engine, to connect that, give it 29,000 shaft horsepower, delivering the power that it can actually strike out 20,000 pound of cold thrust. It is able to take off in a short takeoff, not a vertical landing takeoff. The reason being is because the amount of payload, the amount of fuel that it can take, it's just not worth doing that. And again, as I mentioned, the beloved Harrier and the AV8 variant, they too do not take off vertically if they're fully loaded and fully fueled. They would do, even the Harrier, yes, the Harrier would take off in what's called a short takeoff. And it's very short on the F-35B. Put it this way, it can take off on the assault ship called the USS Mackinac Island. Now that's what, 256 meters long. That's nothing. That's the whole thing. So just think of how much it needs. Not a lot. Again, the technology does involve human input, and it's not like a thrust vector that you would have, let's say, on an F-22. This type of thrust vectoring, the Rolls-Royce system, they've called this part of it at the back, the thrust vector, is called a free bearing swivel module, free BSM. It swivels into three parts to give it the momentum that it needs to reconfigure in the 45 degree for the short takeoff. It can sway from left to right for more precision. There are roll posts where it can roll from left to right. Yes, that's given, and a grille at the front with slats that can move it forward and back. However, the free BSM and the whole Stovall system can only be activated at a maximum of 250 miles per hour. And it's just literally for short takeoff and vertical landing, and to hover around doing what it does. So it's not like you can't use it in aerial combat or anything and start doing, because that era has gone for now, that era of thrust vector, which is why the F-35 as a whole wasn't made, the Pratt & Whitney's F-135 range wasn't really made to have thrust vector in the modern combat that we have. It is just not considered worth it, and in fact it makes you an easy target. There's a few things that you see in games and stuff like that. Doing an aileron roll doesn't really do anything for you in a air-to-air combat. You are still flying in a straight line. You know, if you have a missile after you, doing an aileron roll is really not going to do anything to your flight path. It's doing nothing. It's just going in a straight line. Corkscrew, other maneuvers, jinxing, that kind of thing. Jinking. You know, this is like a defense for guns, etc., and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you know, I'm not being funny, but if you're going to do some amazing 5th gen stuff, you know, you got to imagine, you know, let's go back to the movie, let's say Top Gun, when that Su-57, I think it is that, when it did that funky stuff, you know, that fly. I mean, yeah, it is impressive with the thrust vector, but I'm sure a pilot would go, well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to show me how large that area is for me to get a lock. Even guns, just shoot the thing. So anyway, but obviously Maverick and Rooster were a little bit in awe, and I guess they would. There's got to be that factor if you've never seen anything like that. If you're used to your BFM or ACM as well, you know, if you're going to do that and you see something like that for the first time, I think you are going to be a little bit like, what the actual salmon is that doing? But anyway. But I'm sure, obviously I'm not a pilot, so I couldn't actually, you know, give you my experience, because I don't have any, but I'm sure ex-fighter pilots would say, yeah, that's about right. You know, the first thing you do on a computer game is start doing aileron rolls, but for aerobatics that's great, but if you're going to start doing aileron rolls in BFM, yeah, you might get locked. Not saying that it doesn't have any uses, because I'm sure there is, but so again, just like many airfields, they are surrounded by farmland. It really is agricultural. Many of the lost airfields have turned back to agricultural land. It makes sense. It was easy for the Air Ministry and the Air Ministry Board to acquire, shall we say, and then give back the land after it was deemed not necessary. That's why a lot of them have farmlands around it. It was easy, there's plenty of land. There are, of course, criteria. How's the drainage, the flooding, are there any obstacles in the way? Big hills? I mean, I know we're elevated quite high up, actually. What are we? I just feel that we're sat quite high up at Marham, but still, there's nothing surrounding. Very flat, very nice. We are in Norfolk. Oh yeah. Anyway, what's ironic is that we haven't actually missed anything, and I actually had more time than I thought. The only thing I don't miss is the slodginess here, so I've got to be careful I don't break my neck here. Not up here, but down below when I'm going up and down to get stuff. So it gives me great pleasure to give you our first show of the week. Started a bit rough, but here we are. Oh dear. Well, forces us to do something new, eh? Keep cool, keep calm. Sorry about the quick end X. Just went for it. I mean, the airfield is extremely old. It's 110 years old. Can you believe that? That's right. I never looked at it like that. It's 110 years old. 1916. It was established in August. It was number 51 Squadron of the Royal Flying Corps. And 51 Squadron is still active today with the rivet joint at RAF Waddington. It is amazing to talk about squadrons that are still going. And 57 Squadron, how cool. Remember, East Kirkby. That's one of the two squadrons that were active at East Kirkby, their main Lancaster squadrons. I mean, how cool is that? The 57 Squadron have that legacy and still going. In fact, we mentioned 57 Squadron quite a lot, actually. I'm quite happy about that. I love stuff like that. I'm actually quite excited for you to see the landings from here. It's kind of cool. The vertical landings are going to be very, very distant. We're not going to get the full appreciation, but on approach, it is very, very impressive. So I've just got to be mindful of the rain clouds that are coming. I'll see how long I can go on for. I've got in fact, speaking of rain, there's just a little bit now. I'm going to go and get my cover really quickly. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. And if you'd like to give us a little support by vertically landing, yes, you've been clear to vertically land on the thumbs up, the like button. Do support the channel, do support the stream. Got a little bit of a catching up to do with today. Tell you what you can see as well is actually the Pappy lights there, look. It's kind of cool. It does help the stream get out there to viewers that have the same interest, that have never discovered the channel before. I mean, can you imagine that? People not discovering the channel. So we are waiting for our first departure. Okay, here we go. Finally, here we go. So something a little bit different. Feels like we're almost at a different station today with this, you know. Just cool to see that. We haven't seen this end for, I'd say, about 2 years, you know. It's pretty cool, man. And it's good to be back, I'll be honest with you. It's something a little bit different. I've been holding it off, I'll be honest with you. So maybe it took the goings on that were happening. So I just thought, okay, right, that does it. Yeah, apologies for just ending it like that. I just needed to hurry up and make that decision. And here we are today at RAF Marham, in a different location, a bit of a nostalgia for many of you. This is where we, I mean, actually this is probably the only place we've ever been, really. Claire and I used to just position ourselves just here, just literally just there, just along here, just get the tripod, get the camera ready with Ted, and yeah, had some good memories here. Had some good memories. But yeah, it's a nice lay-by. You can fit a few cars. So welcome to the home of 809 Squadron, Royal Navy, the Naval Air Squadron. Welcome to 617 Squadron's home as well, Dambusters Squadron. Welcome to 207 Squadron, the OCU, the Operational Conversion Unit. We've also got other squadrons here as well. We can't go without mentioning 2620 Squadron, Royal Auxiliary Air Force Regiment, and also number 15 Squadron RAF Regiment as well. Also number 6 RAF Police and Security Squadron F-35. And we've also got the Lightning Force HQ. And it is, of course, when available, the role demo pilot and the pilot that takes care of flypasts. It's also naturally home here as well. The F-35B is going to make an appearance at RAF Cosford for the air show this Sunday. So welcome to the show, ladies, gents and teddy bears. Let's see. And do you know what? With the wind blowing towards us, sort of literally right in my eyelids, it's actually causing a bit of aileron, a bit of angle of attack on my eyelids here. It's actually taking a little bit of the sound from the road. It is a very, extremely, very, very busy, fast road. It's at 60 miles per hour. So do take care when pulling out of here, please, because it is very, and you'll probably hear the speed of the cars behind me. They are allowed to do it. It is 60 miles per hour, national speed limit, so 50 for lorries, etc. But yeah, do be mindful when pulling out of here. There is another lay-by just opposite, actually. But again, as you can probably see and probably have worked out by now, please don't walk on farmers' land. We're on the sort of lay-by sort of ish, so we're not on the field or anything. We are on a form of lay-by. Yeah, there we go, vast farmlands, and we've got the approach lights going on. So there we go. Welcome to an old but new spot, if that makes sense. A retro day, a nostalgia day today, I think. So we've had 3 F-35Bs depart, hopefully more later as well. But I'm actually quite excited to see the RTB on these when they come back, when they recover. Because I'll tell you what, you'll probably end up loving this spot, or at least mixing it up, because you get to see the approach. We may even get some PDs, you never know. Right, so welcome to the show. I'm almost set up. Oh, dearie me. So hopefully, I mean, the vertical landings are not going to be the same. They're going to be a little bit different. They're going to be quite distant. Maybe I'll use the old digital zoom. But you know what now? Now I am hoping for just conventional landings now. That'll be good, because now we get to see them land. Maybe a short rolling landing, which is again an extremely impressive landing. So it's like almost like a slow land, very impressive. So they would use that if they are coming in heavy, if they're coming in with a bit of payload that they didn't use, emergency as well, if they're fully loaded, fully fueled, and they haven't had time to fuel dump, etc., and they need to come back immediately. It is another way. So it's a great method, because the F-35B doesn't actually have, in fact, the F-35 range, unless you add it on as an optional extra, doesn't have a drag or a drogue chute, doesn't have a brake chute, okay, doesn't have one. The F-35A does have an arrestor hook. Now the F-35C, the arrestor hook is completely different. That is for a carrier. But there are countries that have gone to their local Lockheed Martin when ordering their brand new F-35 with a drag chute. They can have a chute pod on the top. It looks like an aerial, on one of those shark fin aerials. So welcome to the show, and we are back at Marham, and looking forward to seeing the landings. Let me get my foot in correctly for this. It's quite vast behind me, so that'd be quite nice when they come in for the break. So that'd be So my name's Nikos, I'm your cameraman, historian and commentator. I'll see what sort of history I can get you today in this brutal wind that we've got today. Sorry about that, just had to get a few bits and pieces. Not sure if the if our historic aircraft are going to make it up here today, but let's see. So welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. Sounds like we've got more F-35s taxiing out. So here we go. Right, we should have another F-35 taxiing out. Let's see if I've got my F-35A. Yeah, we do. How we doing? Here's our F-35B model, our famous model. Here it is. For your convenience, we do get asked, how does it hover? How does it all work? What is going on here? So yes, it is powered by the Pratt & Whitney F-135 PW600 variant. The F-35A is powered by the F-135 PW100. There's quite a few differences, size and a little bit of compressor and bypass and output, power output as well. But we'll get to that in just a moment. There is some slight differences, of course, with what they do, but it's actually Rolls-Royce that actually give you the lift. If you want a lift, you just call Rolls-Royce, because the vertical lift in the F-35B Lightning is the part of the Rolls-Royce's lift system. It's the only vertical lift technology for fighter jets in production in the world. It is unrivaled in its performance, and the lift system comes in part of the latest and greatest in digital control. The fan system technology, it delivers the responsive, precise and powerful short takeoff and vertical landing STOVL capability, and it gives minimal impact to the total airframe weight. Now, the empty of an F-35A, the empty weight is around 29,000 pounds. This is 32 because they've gone and stuck, yeah, a 1.2 ton. They've gone and stuck 1.2 ton of Rolls-Royce, because that is how much it weighs. Now, it does, of course, take up a lot of room. 1.2 tons is by no means, you know, small. That is quite a lot. And if you think about it, it will have impact on the range. It will have impact on the amount of payload. Okay, so internal fuel as well. So 18,250 pounds on the A and 13,500 pounds on the B. So that is literally going to have a range issue. So 1,200 nautical miles on the A and 900 nautical miles. The combat radius, so when loaded up, will be sort of 670 nautical miles on the A and about 505 nautical miles on the B. It does have a better thrust to weight ratio than all three of them, by the way, the B variant. Again, you've got to consider the 18,000 pound of payload on the A and the C. The B variant will be impacted as well at 15,000 pounds. Like I said, for those who do kilos, 13,300 kilos empty on the A and 14,729 on the B, and those were kilos. But it does have a lot of things going on with the Rolls-Royce's lift system. So let's have a little look what's going on. Don't forget, you know, aircraft need air. Okay, they need to suck in the air from the inlets, so you're not going to get a lot of that. So you have an auxiliary air intake. Let's have a little look. This is quite a brand new one. We're probably going to lose a lot of it today, I reckon, in this wind. Right, so there's the auxiliary air intake. Okay, now this will help out as well by showing you the shaft. So the Pratt & Whitney F-135 PW600 engine starts here. This is the big turbo fan right there, and the cool thing is you can see the shaft which connects to Rolls-Royce's lift fan. Okay, now the Pratt & Whitney, not only does it have its own thrust, but it's actually powering, just like a turbine powers a compressor, it's powering the Rolls-Royce lift fan, okay, with 29,000 shaft horsepower. So inside here we've got pretty much, call it what you will, you can act it like a helicopter, but it's a 50-inch diameter rotating blisk and disc system. They're counter rotated, so the top bit is, so it's two discs, one, or blisks rather, hollow bladed, one's turning one way, one's turning the other. But you could also say that it is actually a engine that's been flipped vertically, because what you've got now is 20,000 pound of cold thrust just shooting down here. Now, oh hello, sounds like we've got an F-35, a real one. Hang on. Here we go. Well, we'll come back to our model in a moment. F-35B, here we go. do some of that pilot stuff. Yes! Oh, yes! Woo! Did you see that? That was a very, very aggressive wing wave. Look at it. That was absolutely cruel. That was so cool. Arjen, how you doing? Blocks. And that was indeed, not that we're genderfying it, that was actually a female pilot. Because, you know, I mean, female pilots are quite new in a sense of when they were accepted, because of course it was a male dominated role back in a few decades ago. It's only as recent in the 90s when we had the likes of female pilots entering, and why not? Because they're more than capable. It's just amazing. You know, I love hearing female pilots because I think, yeah, it's not, you know, you know, it's got this you know, that old stigma in the 90s, and of course definitely in the Second World War and Cold War era there would have been a lot of stigma, and yet female pilots were the ones that were delivering all our Hurricanes and other aircraft during the Second World War, of course. But yeah, it's nice it broadens the opportunities, and that's the thing that was missing out. How amazing is that? Oh, Julianne, thank you so much. So what else are we going to get here? So we're on for a lucky, that was great. It was do you know, we wouldn't have seen it like that, I don't think, at the other end. So it was nice to see that. So let's continue with our F-35B. So that's 4 departures. We're on a roll here, aren't we? We're doing pretty good. So our F-35B, ladies, gents, and teddy bears. So the auxiliary air intake opens up, then you see this opening up, and remember, it is like an engine that's been flipped vertically. It is now almost got a helicopter in here. Now, on earlier prototypes, because if you remember about stealth and low radar cross section, do you remember I told you about all the serrations? Look at all the serrations, look at all the zigzags. Even on the radar absorbing tape, the radar scattering tape, actually I think it is radar scattering tape, RST, radar scattering tape. Look at all the zigzags. This isn't some sort of, you know, design that they've got to stick this on. Even the detail here, even the nozzle, everywhere you look, the landing gear, everywhere. Can you see the serrations? That is to scatter all the radio waves that make contact with this. But yes, it does have radar absorbing material. RAM, yes, absorbs 0.1 megahertz to 60 gigahertz. Not even an S400 can cope with that. It will go, can't see me, see ya. But anyway, the prototype did have these zigzags, did have serrations on it, but they found that the airflow wasn't going in nice. So if you look at the prototype, you will notice 2 doors here and 2 doors here. And I think on one of the prototypes, if not the only one, it was just slightly off center. So they decided to, because they tried many designs, by the way, they tried many of these designs, and they found the better airflow. Not be funny, you're not going to use this in combat, are you? You're going to be landing and doing some short takeoff and stuff like that. So really the RCS had to be compromised here. It was a bit of a trade-off, but it was done that way for good reason, okay? So that is why. Right, so now that we established this is the shaft, so that's 29,000 shaft horsepower powering the Rolls-Royce's lift fan. Okay, this is not an air brake, by the way, because lots of people go, oh my gosh, that's going to snap it off. No, it's just to suck in that air for the stovall. All right, so you got that. Right, now, underneath here, these slats, these grills, they move forward and back. This is to allow the maneuver to move forward and back, but I'm going to get to that because now the bypass changes on the F-35B. You've also got roll posts here and here, okay? This allows the aircraft to roll from left to right, okay? But I'm going to show you how it does that in a moment. But this is not enough to make it hover. Now we've got the free BSM. Now then, my favorite that I like to break. This opens up, okay? Now this can move at 95 degrees in just 2.5 seconds. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I do apologize. Let me move it over this way a little bit. So here, this goes to 45 degrees for a short takeoff. It is absolutely impressive on the short takeoff. All this opens up. This will go to 45 degrees and not even 256 meters. It's already gone up. It is absolutely incredible, okay, to see that. It's called a free bearing swivel module because it maneuvers in 3 sections. It swivels and it can actually sway from left to right, okay, so that it can cope with strong winds and turbulence, and just to give it more accuracy as well. Of course, straight down in this position for landing. But one thing I want you to notice, okay, so now you've got 40,000 pounds of thrust coming down here and 20,000 pounds of thrust here. Are you with me so far? One thing that I want you to take note, and I haven't got it on here because it's physically not been made for me to show you this way, but I will show you on the A variant. Something I want you to notice, when it hovers and it's going to land or just hovering for air shows, that kind of thing, something happens to the weapons bay and you won't believe it, and it does. You can check if you want to. Okay, I'm going to get the A variant to show you this. Something that happens when the F-35B is about to land, the weapons bay opens. I know, right? Yeah, it's got 4 internal hard points, and it does have, both of them have 6 external hard points. So when it's going into a vertical land, the weapons bay opens, and it does it. You can check official Lockheed Martin videos. It does it all the time. The weapons bay opens. And the reason for that, if it didn't, okay, I want you to imagine as this is landing, that force, 40,000 and 20,000, that ground effect, that force, that draft, that power, it's just going to push straight back up, and it's just going to make the F-35B very, very unstable. It's going to cause a lot of turbulence. So the weapons bay opens to form a dam or even a cushion to absorb all that backdraft in some, I don't even know if that's the right, that jet blast that's coming back, that back blast, is that even a word? But it is now. The blast is going to absorb it inside here to make it nice and smooth landing. So there you go, something to look out for. Worth just coming here for that wing wave, wasn't it? Is a little bit emotional, but hey, I can deal with that for now. Got some nice blue skies at the minute. I don't know how this is going to work out for the stability up here for me, but I'll hang on anyway. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. Hope you're well, and welcome to an old but new spot, which was kind of forced upon. I had to make that quick decision. I am glad. I was a bit worried because I've never seen Ted's little spot so busy. I was wondering what's going on. Ted is coming out in just a second. I hope his beret is going to be alright. There's some very, very muddy pools of water here, so big shout out to everyone at Marham. And of course, not forgetting Marham's Aviation Heritage Centre, which I believe is open today, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and also the last Saturday of every month. Really, really special place that is. Right, I'm going to see if I can pull this off. Hang on a minute. Let me just see if I can spot that that KC-135. It is nearby. No? Okay, mate. I'll just hang on to that beret, Ted. Goodness me. There's an absolutely muddy bit of water. 555 Triple Nick, thanks a lot for your 39 months membership. Good morning, everyone. 39 months and counting. Andrew Wright, congratulations with 40 months. 40, wow. Yeah, let's take that beret off, Ted. What do you reckon? No? You're going to risk it? Ted, it looks bad over there, mate. Oh well, we can always wash it. Dieter, thank you very much for your super. They're going to be little tiddly little guards march. Oh my word. No, Ted, no way, mate. No, we can't do it, Ted. If that comes off, we're going to have to take that off, Ted. Just take a day off from the beret, mate. Actually, that flag as well is also causing a bit of an issue with... Oh well, Ted's a bear today, never mind. I know, sorry Teddy. Gary Mathers, thanks a lot for being a Fighter Squadron member and 32 months member. Oi and good morning, Ted, Nikos and everyone. Guards march to you. So, thanks a lot there. Wishing everyone in the TCS good morning. Thank you very much. Wayne El Goog, thanks a lot for your message the other day. 37 months, another one month of great content. Guards march. Alan Q, Guards march, thanks for the super. Stephen Miller with 41 months membership. Wow, best channel on YouTube. Thanks a lot, Stephen. And Julie Ann, a high five, paw pump for that, and a salute. Thanks so much for that generous super chat. Ted and Nikos and mods, have a wonderful day at Cosford on Sunday. I won't be watching because we are flying that day to Lanzarote. Wow, well, you have a superb time with you and whoever it is you're going with. So, Julianne, thank you very much. Safe journey and have a great holiday. Well, it's certainly a blustery one today. Oh, look at this. Well, I can see the rain just to my right. Goodness me. We've dodged that one, but I don't know how lucky we're going to get today. For those that know Ted well, Ted only has one ear. And it's done for special Ted reasons, by the way. Only Ted can answer that. Listen to that wind. I don't know if you can hear that. Surely you should be able to on our mic that we use. Goodness me. Wow. welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. We've got 4 F-35Bs out there at the moment. We may even get some PDs later, who knows? Marham was one of 3 stations to be selected to become VHB bases around 1945. Between 43 and 1945, Lakenheath as well, and Sculthorpe along with Marham. It was to host the likes of the B-29s in the form of the Boeing Washington B-1s, which was the designation of the B-29s. The Royal Air Force leased them, they didn't actually buy them, due to the fact that they were awaiting their first ever jet bomber, which was the English Electric Canberra. So it was a bit of a stopgap. I hope you're all enjoying the new sort of view. It's kind of makes it interesting, and I'll tell you what, that wing wave was pretty savage, wasn't it? It was very good. Just waiting for arrivals. Very interesting skies at the moment. We've got a bit of a mix of all sorts at the moment. So RAF Marham has 3 vertical landing pads measuring in a square, not a circle, like I don't know why. Did the Harriers have round pads? Is that what it is? But anyway, 67 by 67 meters with an actual landing zone within the landing pad at 30.5 meters by 30.5 meters. I don't know why I actually had this impression that they were circular. Don't know why. Why would I think that? No idea. But yeah, there are 3, and well, it's going to be a little bit different. I hope it's not too disappointing, but hey, we get to see. This is the thing, though. This is a bit of a trade-off. We get to see them on approach this time. The whole thing. Got a funny feeling I can hear more F-35s in the distance. Sounds like one started or something. we've got another departure coming up. Look at him there now. So we've got a few more departures coming up as well, so it's quite a busy one. This is good old Marham back in the days where we used to get 10 plus departures, so this is good. So now we just need just conventional landings now, right? Or slow landings. They are good. Slow landings are great, but you're gonna see, I'll tell you what you are gonna see this time. You're gonna see sort of like the perspective of how they, because this is what we don't get, right? When they're about to do a vertical landing, so they're on approach as normal, and one of the things you're gonna see is that they're going down the runway as you'd normally do, and then just sort of go, just hover across. You don't get to see that in a way due to the perspective that we're at. Like, it just kind of gets a little bit bigger because it's getting closer to us. But this is going to be a little bit different. So that's if they do vertical landings. You never know. They might not. It's a shame though about today, but never mind. Here we are. But it's nice to mix it up, and it's quite exciting because this is, you know, a station that we got different viewpoint for us here, so very good. Right, F-35Bs are not far either. They're on recovery. They're not too far. Well, welcome to the show. It's we've had a flight of 3, a singleton with that amazing wing wave, and now we've got potentially more coming out. Not too far. So if you've just joined us, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. We've got more F-35Bs taxiing out for departure, and I say it plural because it sounds like more than one. Here we go. In total, which is pretty good really, isn't it? How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Hope we're all good and well. Welcome to an old but new spot. We haven't been here in a couple of years, so welcome back. Welcome back, runway 23 end, right? I think we got even more coming back, or sorry, even more taking off, but we'll see. So that's 2 flights of 3 and a singleton, according to Ted's maths. That's Ted's looking at me. That's 7 so far. Welcome to an airfield, like I said, it's built all the way back before the Royal Air Force. Built in 1916, August 1916, number 51 Squadron. We're here, first of its kind, right here with the Royal Flying Corps. And we've also got neighbouring RAF Marham as well, which I can show you almost. It's just down here. It's over there, so this is going to be pretty cool. So we're going to see our F-35s coming from this way on the approach. So yeah, neighbouring Marham, which was an RNAS station back in the days until it merged with the elements of the army, making the Royal Air Force, the Royal Flying Corps merging together. Sorry, the Royal Flying Corps and the Naval Air Service combining together to make the Royal Air Force. That was 1st of April 1918. And that was thanks to Sir Hugh Trenchard, who put that together to make one flying corps. The Royal Flying Corps was the air arm of the British Army, a bit like the United States Army Air Force in some ways, but of course. But this was before and during the First World War, until it merged with the Royal Naval Air Service on the 1st of April 1918 to form the one and only Royal Air Force. So the very earliest missions for the Royal Flying Corps were, of course, to provide photographic reconnaissance. If you remember my aerial combat evolution, if you remember my stories with the biplanes passing each other, doing this very thing, realizing that they were enemies. So the earliest of biplanes during the First World War, flying past each other, doing their photographic reconnaissance. I know, one with circles, one with crosses, you catch my drift. And obviously they'd wave to each other, you know, why not? But then they realised that, hang on a minute, you're the enemy. So next time they started to bring weapons such as pistols and rifles. I've got a bit of a depiction of this very incident with rifles. And then of course, bring your rifles, why not mount the guns to the plane itself? And that way you've got the evolution of weaponizing the biplanes. And then from there you've also got dropping bombs by hand, and then why not install them on hard points, etc. So it is an amazing thing. But of course, tactics, strafing, strategic bombing was all to come. And of course, those that know me well do know I'm a bit of a collector. These are genuine. I've got a Royal Flying Corps, so this is over 100 years old. Look at this, a cap badge of the Royal Flying Corps. Look at this, a genuine. Don't get these on eBay or anything like that. Not against eBay, just be careful, that's all. Go to a professional dealership that one that deals with this kind of thing and specializes in militaria. This is a genuine. This lasted until the 1st of April 1918. This is over 100 years old, man. That's quite incredible, isn't it? Very incredible. The Royal Flying Corps from the 13th of April 1912. Like I said, from the day that Hugh Trenchard put that letter to say, I want to merge, one unique unit, the Royal Air Force, and they did just that. Also got a I wonder what stories this can tell. I've got a medal from the Great War. This is a World War I, genuine World War I medal for the Great War, for civilization. Beautiful. And we do have more F-35s. Yeah, we've got more O, but we've also got rain. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let me get rid of some of my notes. don't think we're going to escape this one. That didn't sound very good, did it? Tells me our luck may have run out. Have another departure by the sound of it. I'm not sure. I can hear something. Well, it's certainly been a busy Marham today, hasn't it? But, I mean, I love these nature's natural. Look at that. That's what I've got to hope. Come on. But it doesn't look good, does it? I shall just say my teddy bear prayers. hang in there, we're going for a little swim, alright. Oh. And a bit of lightning to go with it, oh dear. Don't know if I should be up here, maybe I should get in. I'll see you in a minute. get off it. Okay, that might do it. Just bear with it a minute, let's write this out. We're here now anyway, just hang in there. Let me get off this down. I think it's wise to be up here with 5 feet back in. was fun. That was fun. Right, I think I'm alive. Right, let's right, let's sort this screen out. Oh wow. Oh, wow. I think the kit's alright, we'll find out. Last thing I want to do is kill it. There we go. I think that's let's get some of this dried up a little bit. That's me. Dee 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 dee. Do a little bit of should be all right in a sec. Right, I think we're all good. Just doing a quick examination, assessing the damage. I think we're alright, I think we may have survived it. Right. Just doing a quick check. Wow, behind me looks really, really bad. Well, it was nice and quick, wasn't it? tragic. How we doing? Hope we're all good. Goodness me, that was certainly a downpour, that one. That was the worst one I was expecting anyway. Mind you, we were pretty lucky throughout the whole day. Right. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just assessing any damage that's that may have happened, or at least trying to prevent it. The sweeper's out to get a little bit more of this off here. That was straight onto the lens. It's not like you can do that. It's got wiper blades, but then that would be pretty dire. Right. Well, welcome to the show. Charlie Bravo, Marco Baxter, Matt Crossan, Davey, Stuart Palmer, how you all doing? Oi oi to you. Dieter, Captain A, Ali Leyland, oi oi to you, hope you're good. Jake Jackson, Alan Gates, Alan Burden, Fritz, oi oi to all of you who are tuned in. Welcome to the show. Alex Raven. Welcome to the show. Just about, still going, we're still going. We've had lightnings, but of the different type, as well as the aircraft type today. So, I'm quite excited because I haven't seen them land from here for a long time. Oh, this looks good if I can catch it. So just waiting for our first arrivals of the day. This is going to be pretty cool. Get ready. We haven't seen this for a couple of years. Well, we've been at this end. Get ready. there you go. Impressive stuff. A little bit different from where we normally are, but there we go. That'll do. You get to see them on approach this time. You get to see the bits that you miss. Yes, the weapons bay was open. They are open as soon as they are stable and about to descend. The weapons bay will be open. It is a feature that's there for good reason. As mentioned, it's got to be able to take and create like a cushion, a dam. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Thanks, Davey, for that. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, it's not from our usual spot. We had to move today due to some background noise that was well, live is live, but I hope you enjoyed that anyway. A little bit different, a different view. I guess it's nice to mix it up. It is pretty good, with the exception, of course, that Marham doesn't actually have an official, you know, like a plane spotting viewing area or enclosure, whatever you want to call it, or a spotter's car park. So you have to make do with a couple of laybys, and the one good thing about here is that it is off centre. It's off the approach line, which is safe. So that's good. No.
I didn't notice that.
No, was
you
it?
would have got it. It was brilliant.
Oh, was it? Was this?
Yeah, I'll run it back to you. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Lightning in the background, the lightning.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't even know that. Wow, thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries.
Very emotional up there.
Yeah. I don't think you were quite zoomed in all the way, but
Oh.
you see it. Oh, I've just gone past it now, but
Oh no, did I just miss it?
yeah. It's in the frame, but not close up, but it looks still cool.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Lightning with lightning.
No way. I didn't even realise that I caught a lightning and lightning. Awesome stuff. Thank you.
No worries.
Wow. What a lovely day it's turned out to be in the end. It wasn't going to look like, I don't know about the fate for tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow doesn't look great, but maybe in the morning I can do something, but there are more storms. There are more storms coming. There's a few strikes going on as well. Goodness me, you've got to just hang in there, I think. But yeah, I'll see. Could be a case of just catching the 6. I think there's 6 still out there, isn't there? Is it 9 that we had in total? Yeah, I mean, I can see it already from here. It's just over here, look. It's just over there. But yeah, tomorrow does not look good. Or Thursday for that matter. Not even Friday looks good either. Like on I've just seen it now, someone played it back to me, a chap just next to me just played it back. It was pretty surreal. I didn't even realise I got that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so it may be something that I may have to just call it a day. I don't know when we're streaming next, probably over the weekend now. The weather is just literally storm after storm after storm, so sadly it's the way it is. There's nothing we can do, just got to work with it. But tomorrow looks a bit impossible, and Thursday I might as well go swimming. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Just keeping an eye on that storm over there to the left. Hopefully it just misses us. Yeah, unfortunately the rest of the week is pretty much the same trend. Tomorrow is pretty scatty all over the country, and Thursday is a massive rain wave coming just from the west and making its way. I mean, we could do something in the morning until the rain eventually arrives. It could hold out, it could wait, it could delay, but Thursday you'll if you're in the west, it's going to be pretty wet out there, and it kind of makes its way towards the east where we are, unfortunately. And Friday just looking a bit gloomy. I just need to monitor it. Unfortunately, it may be a case of just turning up and hoping for the best, but the Thursday looks like the worst of it by the looks of it, and then Friday just looks pretty dire, really. So, I know at the end of the day, with Sunday's big event coming along, don't really want to start risking the equipment. It's already a bit of a push with today, really. But for now, it looks okay at the minute. So I'll see how long I can go on for. Yeah, so there is rain to my right, and then there's this thing over here, but it's kind of, I don't know if that's aiming this way or it's just making its way to the left. So there's only one way to find out. But thank you. Good, doesn't it? Here we go. A light shower this time for us anyway. any hard work today. Just come on. Don't think we're going to win this today. Goodness me. Goodness me. It's like those storm chaser sort of thumbnail over there, isn't it? God, look at it though. Look at that state of that. That is amazing. Hope you enjoyed those landings. They were delicious. Right, I do need to sort the screen out a little bit. So what's that, 7? I'm wondering if I should maybe just call it a day now. Sorry about this. It's got to be done though. Otherwise we're not going to see much. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately the wind and the rain straight onto the lens. Horizontal rain. You just can't beat it. Let me just go and get Ted, because Ted was, he's always the smarter one of all of us. He was in the van while all this was taking place. He's got his own little spot there. Wow. Lots of you saying nice things regarding this spot, so it's just one of those things, isn't it? Fate. Liking that. No mate. Ali Leyland, thank you very much. A Guards March to you. Thanks so much for the super chat. Guards March to you. Dieter, who says yes for Ted's umbrellas. Yeah. Yeah, probably, most likely. Margot as well, thank you very much for the super as well. Thanks to everyone who's supported us today. It's tell you what, lots of good feedback about this spot. What did we have? We had a flight of 3 come back, didn't we? That flight of 3, and then 2 singletons, right? So that's 5. So there should be about 4 still out there. Oh wow, now we're getting blow dried here. Goodness me. while it's dry, I know it's going to be a short one, but like I said, I'm really sorry about the next couple of days. It doesn't look great, unfortunately, but what can we do? We work with nature. Don't fight it, just work with it, isn't it? Right. Oh, goodness me, what a day, what a day. Unbelievable. I did have look at that, the flat head. I did have my hair all well, mind you, would have got blown away. My name's Nick Ossam, your cameraman and commentator for the day. Goodness me, what a challenge I've got this week. I mean, yesterday was bad enough, and today, well, it was doable. It was doable with a little bit of a Benny Hill moment over at our usual spot. But there's some good feedback. I mean, let me know if you want me to come back. I mean, it's good because you get to see a little bit of, I guess it's different, isn't it? Mixing up a little bit. But if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this spot as well, or just mix it up here and there. I was saving this spot for maybe some exotic arrivals, but hey, you know, F-35Bs are still exotic when they're coming in. You get to see the whole thing. Goodness me, I forgot how loud they were from here. But yeah, really good, and you never know, we might get lucky one day and see a short takeoff, which is absolutely incredible. But yeah, welcome. This is the chalk lane I keep going on about. This is the other sort of viewing area, which the only thing is you just kind of need to leave some room for the farmer to get in and out, and this and some room for this sometimes gets used by the MOD just to I'll show you, just to sort out the lights, the approach lights there now. Yes, because yeah, this is all private land, which we're not on, by the way. We're just on the on that lay-by. But yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? Really, it's a shame we can't drive down there. Obviously, we won't, but it's a shame we can't just drive down there a little bit. Actually, no, not that we would. Just literally, just probably about here, maybe. But obviously, we never ever recommend to be under any of the approach lights, so that's a no. So don't go there, it's extremely dangerous. So Ted's recommendation, this is kind of sound is quite secure and safe, I guess, because we're not on the approach path, we're just away from it, which is good. Some cloud, isn't it though? Look at that. Look at it. There's some scary stuff, isn't it? Or spooky, someone's put. But yeah, I think we may just. I mean, we did. We made it. We survived it. We've got through it. I'm just getting a nice dried. That's the thing with the wind. It's gonna just dry everything up quite quickly. So that's quite good. Makes it a little bit easier for me to pack away. Goodness me. Holy cat, how you doing, Steve? Hope you're good. Big shout out to the Channel Islands there now. Yeah, goodbye. Good to see you. Take care. And we'll see you again. Sorry?
Well, that's a great job.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Just hanging in there. Surviving.
Yes.
Oh dear, that was some bad weather, right?
Yeah.
Goodness me. Where, are you here? Are you back tomorrow? Are you on holiday or?
We're on holiday.
Oh, are you?
Only for plans, but
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Right,
that's good.
afternoon in Coningsby.
Okay, did you message me?
Yes.
Was it you?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
gotcha. Yeah,
yes.
cool. Yeah, so maybe 4 or 5 o'clock
yeah.
Okay.
around that time, because they have night flying, but I'm not sure about Friday. But the weather sadly is not the best this week.
No.
You picked a great week for swimming. Oh no, that's great, nice one. Oh cool. Okay, well enjoy your planes flight holiday.
Yes.
And yeah, enjoy it. So you're going to Coningsby now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh nice. Yeah, it should be alright. Yeah, you should be there good times.
Yeah.
So it'll be good.
Okay.
Nice
Thanks.
one. It'll be good to meet you both. And enjoy your holiday. Catch you soon.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. Bye. And you.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye. Cool. And it is quite popular, plane spotting holidays for people to do. You know, it's quite common, and got a couple there from Germany. Good, how you doing, LEJ Approach? How you doing? What, fellow German plane spotters here. Good. Hey. So hope we're all good. I think we're going to finish up in a bit. Oh goodness me. Bundesliga. Well, I hope you're all good and well, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Welcome to the show. Who we got on? We got Luke. How you doing? Mark Dudley, Bama fan. Christopher Neal, Argan, Alex Blackcat, LEJ Approach, Christopher Neal, Corley Cat, Bama fan. Davey, how you all doing? Noxie, Margot, how you all doing? Hope we're all good and well. Bama fan in Oz, what up? How's it all going? Hope we're all good and well. Yeah, so Cosford is our next official next show, shall we say. That'll be our next stream currently, because I have no idea about tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, unfortunately, due to the weather. But what can we do? That's the way it is. But looking forward to Sunday. Pretty much everything about Sunday I am looking forward to. I can see a question there from Luke asking what am I most looking forward to, and I'll be honest with you, like I say all the time, everything, all about the whole thing, the skills involved from every single participant who's been working hard. They, you know, pilots and teams and their PR teams, their managers as well, just literally all the effort that many just people just, and it, you know, it's something that we don't always think about, but the actual work that goes on behind the scenes, the stresses as well when things go wrong, having a spare, the ground crew. I mean, it's all very well if you are an Air Force, you usually have a spare, but then the stress of making sure that the spare's okay as well and serviceable, and nothing flies without the ground crew, the PRT, making sure they got their own, you know, the PR teams as well, and also their you know, their teams organising their admin side of things. It may sound like not part, you know, nothing important, but yes it is when they're going far away, whether it is around the UK, whether it is going to Sweden or wherever it is in the world. They've got to make sure they've got accommodation, making sure the kit's all there, you know, making sure the team are there, making sure all the logistics side of things. The last thing you need is to go to a hotel and they haven't got, you know, they haven't got your room, or it was not confirmed, you know, all that as well. You know, this is the nitty gritty side of it that we never think about, you know, all the kit, you know, for the pilots. And but yeah, it's got to be one of the most stressful times of year for the teams, when things, you know, they do go wrong. Spectators aren't going to be happy, but we, as a military aviation channel, we see it time and time again when things go tech, the K-46 for one, you know, we see all these things happen, and it does happen quite a lot. The weather as well plays a major part in things like this as well. The weather delaying things, more sensitive and more, that's probably the wrong word, but more historical aircraft, shall we say, are more susceptible to be affected by wind, especially crosswind. You know, it may be a nice day where you are, let's say at Cosford, but meanwhile at Coningsby they've got like 35 miles per hour crosswinds. That's certainly not going to be happy for a Spitfire. So these are the reasons that, you know, that we should, you know, we always say, just please make sure that you do understand and appreciate all that other side that goes on, you know, at the end of the day. But let's see if we can let's, you know, I mean, pretty much everything about that air show I am really looking forward to as well, and to become the live streamer again, their official live stream. I've had my all my kit come through, my media kit that I need. I'm just looking forward to it. Can't believe it. It's going to be great. It's going to be really good. We're going to be in a position where we are interactive, you know, basically we're not hidden away. I did have a choice, but I think the way Ted is, he likes to be interactive with his fans, although I will be very busy and probably won't even get a chance. So you know, probably best to see us after it all finishes. So looking forward to that as well. But yeah, and then then looking forward to it. See what sort of numbers we're going to get this time. I don't think I've ever put a stream schedule for 2 weeks in advance before. I think it's my first time, so I don't know what YouTube will do with that, but we'll see. to that. ladies, gents, teddy bears. So that's our wave 1 complete. Yeah, should we call it, Ted, while we're able to? Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, we'll finish up for the day while it's dry, isn't it, Ted? Yeah, we'll finish up. We'll sort that out. I mean, we've done our 3 hours, so that's all right. That's okay. And we got all the movements that we needed today, and we didn't miss any either. Well, it's certainly been challenging conditions today. Goodness me, Ted and I have had a bit of a challenge today with this amazing, really savage rain. And I'll tell you what, on one of the approaches, the first approach of literally the first arrival, the first approach as it banks round on final, you can see a lightning, or maybe a couple of lightning strikes there. I'm going to play that back on the big screen later tonight. But thank you very much everyone who's joined in today. Ted's just hanging on because there's some mud pools down there. Ted in a mud bath ain't going to be very good, but I can't promise any shows now until the weekend. So ladies, sheds and teddy bears, but it ain't the last show for the week, because we do have Sunday for definite. That's our next planned stream. I hope you've enjoyed it today. I hope you enjoyed the different view. Let me know in the comments as well, not in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you like this spot. I mean, like I said, it's good to mix it up, and the benefit is we're kind of, you know, there isn't an official viewing area, and you kind of have to have a little sort of see how it goes sort of thing. And it was quite nice. I wasn't too sure, and they're not too bad, the vertical landings. I like the way you can have them sort of interlinking with each other, so that's pretty good. So hope you enjoyed today anyway. Sorry about the start. For those that know, there was no technical issues or anything like that. Just literally live is live, and unfortunately, you know, people you know, have got to do their thing. Unfortunately, the background noise was a bit too much, and it ain't good for me. I can't do it. I haven't had a migraine, even though we had storms, but that would have really totaled it. So, ladies, gents, teddy bears, hope you enjoyed it. My name's Nikos. I've been your cameraman and commentator. This is Squadron Leader Ted Coningsby. It's been an absolute pleasure. RAF Marham, thank you very much for what you do, and all our friends and viewers and members, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Wish you well. See ya. Oh yeah, ladies, sheds and teddy bears, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel membership. I'm Nikos, I'm your cameraman and commentator. This is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby. Just want to say a massive thank you to all our members. Guns up, and oh yeah. Take it away, Ted. Ladies, sheds and teddy bears, we want to say a massive thank you to all of our subscribers for getting us to where we are today. We have gone all over the country, from as far as Lossiemouth to Bryce Norton, and military areas such as air weapons ranges, low flying areas, heritage centres and special flights for TED 2. We cannot do this without your support, and your support will be rewarded. You can now join the Ted Coningsby Squadron and help fund the channel to get us around the country and provide us with the funds for equipment to bring you better content too. We have 3 levels of membership to suit everyone. With your membership, you'll get access to members only videos, photos, posts, unlock special Ted Coningsby YouTube emojis and loyalty badges, as well as being able to access our exclusive members only Discord server. All membership levels reward you with discounts to our online store. Our top level fighter squadron was inspired by many of our fans who supported the channel massively. This is more of a personal experience with me and Ted, giving you exclusive live streams and content from behind the scenes photos, special info and updates, as well as a free Ted Coningsby Fighter Squadron patch for joining. Whichever membership level suits you, we want to say a massive thank you for choosing to join the Ted Coningsby Squadron. Ah, yeah.